So we have some exciting Turtle WoW news. A brand new dungeon is coming. Now, if we switch over here, there is a trailer with some lore. However, the lore is not exactly accurate. I don't know how they're changing it to fit into Turtle WoW, but we'll go over that in a second. For now, let me show you the trailer for the new dungeon.
We have been beaten, battered, killed. Our birthright stolen from our grasp, fragmented, lost. But destroyed it is not, for we have reclaimed it from their clutches, and now it is ours once again. Our power has been reclaimed, and with it, our potential shall be unleashed. The Dragonmaw clan shall rise once again to destroy any who oppose us. So, let them see our strength. Let them bask in our might. For we shall not be destroyed, not by any who dare to challenge us. I swear this to you as Zuluhead, chieftain of the Dragonmaw clan. We shall be victorious!
Okay, so my biggest question is, so he says as Zuluhead, right? That's implying that that orc that was talking, let me see if I can get it right there. That's implying that this is supposed to be Zuluhead. Zuluhead is not present in the vanilla timeline. He was the chieftain of the Dragonmaw orcs in the Second War, and when he could not figure out how to utilize what was the artifact to control Alexstrasza, he passed on the mantle to Necros, and then he went through the Dark Portal at the end of the Second War, where he became the leader of the Dragonmaw sect that was there, and took over the Dragonmaw orcs and the Netherwing flight. And he's present in the Burning Crusade, as you see him during the Netherwing quest line, and that's where he dies. But from Second War to Burning Crusade, he's an Outland. So he should not be here in the vanilla timeline. Another thing is, it's kind of showing him off as a warrior. And if this is Zuluhead, he's not a warrior. He was a shaman, and then he turned into a warlock. So that's leading me to believe that this is not Zuluhead. That it was just weird wording that makes him appear as if he is, but I'm not too sure. Like I said, the way he says it, it sounds like he's saying, you know, we are going to do this, like, I am going to lead you as Zuluhead, right? So, unless he means, like, I will lead you as Zuluhead once did, then that means he's somebody else. So I'm not too sure on that part, but that's my lore nitpick. Now, let's get into the actual, like, dungeon itself, because the Dragonmaw orcs are one of my favorite clans. I mean, I've got like 3 or 4 favorite clans out of all of the fucking many of them. Even the ones that are not even, like, mentioned in the main game. But anyway, yeah, the Dragonmaw orcs are freaking amazing. I've been advocating for just like an orc dragon rider or dragon tamer class or something. Just bring back more Second War stuff, because it's bloody, it's glorious. Dragon riders or slayers. It's amazing when it comes to the horde perspective. Now, it looks like here he kills a dragon. Yeah, because this is a full-grown dragon right here that he kills. So we're not too sure as of right yet who that dragon is, but he has an artifact, which is probably going to be similar to the original one, if not the original one, which I don't think it should be the original one, and I think it should be just a different one that will allow them to, let's go, see eggs right there, then you see as they're going by, there's like baby dragons, so they have obviously figured out, is it here? No. How to retame the dragons. Where was that? Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. So they've retamed the dragons. They're reclaiming basically their legacy as the Dragonmaw Orcs. Now, I believe the Dragonmaw Orcs, because they're a relatively new clan. They originated in the second, like between the first and second war, because they were able to tame the dragons. But I believe they were a split off of the Blackrock Orcs, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but they were a split off and they became their own clan. But, yeah, and then all of the dwarven artifacts and, architecture is because they took over Grim Batol. Now, this is not Grim Batol. This is the Dragonmaw Retreat. And if we kind of look at the, like, let me see, there was a, of the entrance. Yeah, right about there. So, it looks like if you're staring at where Grim Batol should be, I'm guessing this is going to be a little bit off to the left, like in the northern section where the Dragonmaw Orcs are. That looks like where it is. You can see the entrance right there. And then as you round that corner, you will eventually get into where Grim Batol would be. So, this is not Grim Batol itself, which I think they eventually should add as a raid and have the freaking Dragon... Wait, are the Dragonmaw Orcs still in there, or is it Dark Iron? I don't remember. I think it was the Dark Iron that were in there, and the Dragonmaw pushed them out. It's been a while since I've memorized that part of the lore. But anyway, this is going to be a mid-game dungeon, level 25 to 34, which is roughly where the Midnight Grove is, relatively. So, it's good to have some more low-level dungeons to go through. I don't know if we're going to have a bunch of quest lines involved in this. Obviously, the Alliance should have some quest lines or quests to pick up for this dungeon within the wetlands, because that's where it would make sense. Having the dwarves be like, you know, that this used to be our homeland, our Griffin Riders have been fighting the Dragon Riders since the Second War, and now we have to do it again. So that makes sense. Now, for the Horde, I don't know what they're going to go to in terms of the storyline for the Horde. I have always been a big advocate of bringing them into the Horde, even though these guys are part of the old Horde, what little remains of the old Horde, so they're not friendly to our Horde, which is the new Horde, Thrall's Horde. That is why they're usually aggressive toward us. Now, in Vanilla WoW, if you are a Horde member and you walk to these guys, they're friendly to you, they're not going to fight you, but later on they are aggressive. So, I don't know how the Horde are going to get their own storyline and how this is going to relate to it, because the Horde have to be able to do the dungeon too. So that means that these guys are not going to be friendly to the Horde. So it just makes me wonder what's going to happen there. Like, maybe a sect of them will be friendly to us, while this group is not friendly to us. Which, by the way, can somebody translate those runes behind them? Because those just look like old Futhrak, however you pronounce it, runes. Which makes sense because the Dwarven style and language is based off of Old Nordic. So I wonder if you can translate it. I should do that later. But anyway, that is just going to be the end of this video. Also, real quick, I noticed that, where is it? Right over here. They are releasing a Launcher 2.0 with the Tower of Karazhan patch, which already happened. I don't actually use the launcher. I just go straight from the application to get the game up. So I don't know if it's currently out or it's going to be out, But what's going to be awesome is that this new launcher is going to have built-in mod support, which is going to be great, so you don't actually have to go into the files and download it into the interface folder and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's going to be the end, finally, of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, my little lore tidbits. For the few parts that I said I wasn't too sure about, if I was wrong, let me know down in the comments below. I'm pretty sure I've got my lore accurate because, like I said, I'm pretty versed in a lot of the lore. Just sometimes there might be a pocket that I'm not too sure about, or I forgot because it's been so long. I need to read. I need to reread the various First and Second War novels. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. Subscribe and like the video.